Hey everybody, so last time, we did a bunch of stuff. But specifically we ended with being gassed by Scarecrow a second time. So he needs some dig. Come on. Remember. Oh, that's right. You don't go there first. You go to intensive treatment first, and then you go to the botanical gardens.
Questioning the boss again? You've done nothing but whine since we got busted out. Yeah, Joker sends his girlfriend down and tells us to guard the tunnel. We guard the tunnel. Joker tells us to kill the bat. We kill the bat.
Joker told me to kill my sister once.
Did you do it?
Hell yeah! Never liked her anyway.
You're cold, man. Funny thing, he said the same to me. I told him I didn't even have a sister. He just kept telling me to do it. So I got in my car, ran over the first bitch I saw. Joker seemed happy.
Ha ha. He's a barrel of laughs. Kind of a mystery, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, but he acts all crazy one minute, and then the next he's all plans and jobs. Who knows what goes on in that head?
Not our problem. But if he sends Harley back down here, we'll really be in trouble. Anyone got anything to drink?
No. Got a handful of meds from a dead nurse back in medical. Took 'em. Not even a buzz.
That's probably ibuprofen, dude. Come on.
Just shut the hell up. This is supposed to be an ambush.
Yeah. Just wanted something to take the edge off, you know?
Just keep it down. I don't want to take any chances.
Oh. Thanks for the auto host, Captain Duck. Everybody, welcome to Batman. This is Batman time. Everybody loves Batman. Woo! Alright, we got this guy. His area is a breeze now. This guy will fucking shoot you if you let him.
Not when we're not strapped down.
Yeah, wanna check my pulse now, Doc? Not gonna be so easy when I'm not doped up. You're always. Suppose I am. Takes the edge off the day.
That makes kicking the hell out of these orderlies more fun.
You hear that? I'm gonna kick you some more.
Don't go passing out on us.
We'll only wake you up and do it again.
He's here!
And bam! I think that's a ×9. Yeah! Finally pulled it off in-game. You okay, dude?
Thank you, Batman. The guard wouldn't have lasted much longer.
Is he okay?
He struck his head when they knocked him to the ground.
Move him away from here as soon as you can. Take him to the medical facility. It's the safest place on the island.
Okay. I'll go with him as soon as he's able to stand.
Okay, so the game audio is coming through. Whew. Can I do anything here? No, I don't have that yet. I can't... Wait, no, I can blow this open. I just don't think I can do anything with it. Oh, yes, I can, actually. Boop.
My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty, the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary. As he was subdued, he screamed out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor.
What a happy man this Chronicle of Arkham is. Spirit of Amadeus.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died, how you lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
Because the only
Hey.
thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen
Spider-Man.
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean.
We're best friends.
Amazing.
Yes.
So how far are we? Have we? I can't remember if I missed a Batman stream.
You did. I've only done one. And in that one, oh no. Well, if you saw the first one, then no, we haven't. I haven't done anything else since then. Yep.
So like just after the second Scarecrow.
Yeah, we're right after the second Scarecrow. We're about to go into intensive treatment. First, I guess a detour to the bathrooms. I think it's a detour to the bathroom. Oh, teeth. Yeah, there's some bathrooms over here that we can get some collectibles in. JC, I've heard you running about in the women's room.
I got the clues to find toilet paper man.
I would not be surprised if that was an actual Batman villain. I mean, they had Polka Dot Man at some point, for God's sake. So yeah, Toilet Paper Man would probably be a step up from from Polka Dot Man. that was one of my favorite parts of the Lego Batman movie, was when Joker, in the very beginning, when Joker was listing all of these villains that he got to help him foil Batman, and he just starts listing all of them, and at the end he goes, "Yes, those are real villains. Feel free to look them up." Oh, your voice is hard. Oh, that's because my desktop audio is turned way down. You should be better now.
Okay.
I forget where to go. This way. Yes. And there's a thing
I'm going to wipe you out, Batman. Looks like you've got a bum deal.
Sorry, I'm just writing my new script for Toilet Paper Man.
No, I got that. That's why I said, ugh. I mean, it can't be much worse than Two-Face. I'm going to steal all the $2 bills out of the second Batman Gotham at 2 a.m.
I'm really not interested in
Oh my god, Batman, there's a toilet paper shortage. My god.
I take it you're flush with ideas for Toilet Paper Man. That is the sort of joke a Batman villain would make. Oh yeah, that's right. Subject too small. Listen, I know what your deal is. When if I talk to you, and then turn around, you'll just change into a different person, which is neat because you're Clayface. I love the fact that Clayface is in this game, but like, you never see an actual Clayface animation.
Do they have like a sign right beside the holding cell that says this is not an actual person?
I don't know. However, there is this person who won a contest to become an insane inmate in the game. It looks like Darkside Phil. It looks like Darkside Phil. Did
Come watch my YouTube channel, Batman.
The Devil Does
I review fast food in my car, Batman. That's why they locked me up.
Let me see. Danger.
Oh, no
Do not approach. Inmate may be impersonating other personnel. Okay. Yeah, there is a there's a sign.
That's a cute. Also, I like that Clayface tries it anyway.
Yeah.
Turn around. That sign.
Oh no, that's right. If you go up here, and then talk to the mayor, not the mayor. He's the mayor in the next game. If you talk to the warden, he'll impersonate the warden.
Why does he have the mannequin?
I don't know. So there is something I have to say. Like I used to say that this probably was like not my favorite Arkham game. I used to like City and Night a lot better, but the more I play it, the more I appreciate like how it deals with its map and how it isn't just like absolutely huge for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still kind of big, but it's not like Arkham City where, like, unless you're gliding, it's an absolute nightmare to traverse.
Good God, Ivy, put on some pants.
Harley and Ivy still the OTP? Yep. It's a canon OTP nowadays. I think they're still dating. That being said, I don't like the combat in this game as much as I like it in the later games, because there's just not enough options. You run out of new things to get pretty quickly. It is a
Yeah,
much healthier
which is-
relationship than Harley and Joker ever would be. Yes.
And Ivy and Plant.
Yeah.
There's always a way.
The plants don't really give a whole lot in the relationship.
I mean, she could date Swamp Thing, I guess.
Is he a plant? I thought he was like a fish.
No,
Maybe
Swamp
he's a plant.
Swamp Thing's a plant. He protects the green. He's powered by the green. Basically, he's powered by
The
nature.
green.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I went up
boy,
here
so
and I
it's
talked to the warden, and then now Clayface is impersonating the warden. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Batman, that warden's fake."
Oh, Batman, I'm so incompetent. I got stuck in here. When you turned around.
And the best part is, if you look at him through the X-ray, he has no bones.
Oh, no.
And then now
Batman, they stole my bones.
now he's Commissioner Gordon, and now he just laughs because like he knows he's full of shit. Batman, please! They stole all my bones. Help! I don't know how they did it, but they did.
Batman, you don't know I'm extremely buff under here. I'm just keeping it all up with muscle.
You think Ivy's too much of an eco-terrorist for Swamp Thing? Isn't there like an evil version of Swamp Thing that was in that horrible like Harley Quinn animated movie that that Poison Ivy ended up like macking with?
Wait, is there an actual Batman villain called Swamp Thing?
No, it's not a villain. There's a DC hero named Swamp Thing, and he resides in the swamp of Louisiana.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the Dark Universe Swamp Thing.
No. The Batman and Harley movie was awesome. No, it was not. It was awful. That movie was garbage. It wasn't even like fun to make fun of with other people. Like I watched it with Julia and Eve and some other people, and man, that movie sucked. Oh my god, it was just like the fucking worst. Okay.
The weird domino mask is not Harley's favorite look.
No.
Crow.
Oh, they opened it up. Oh well.
What did that switch open?
They're trying to open up guns
Okay.
to shoot me with. Oh, my cat is actually watching me. She's like sitting in front of the TV and watching the TV as I play Batman.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is thrilling. Looks like an actual mouse.
Personally, I like Harleen in Origins. She's like... Jason Woodrow, the Floronic Man, is a plant elf from another dimension. Oh, okay. Well then. Let's see. Range amplifier, power amplifier. I want the range amplifier because that helps solve puzzles. Power amplifier just makes it easier to solve them.
I mean, the amplifier puzzles aren't the most difficult thing.
No, but no, they aren't. So that's why I get the range amplifier first, because then you can unlock some stuff with it. Like there's a puzzle that in outside that I can't solve without the range amplifier. I could be wrong about the elf aspect, but he is plant-esque. Yeah, like Ivy basically started making out with him when things started getting really going, and it was. Listen, the less we talk about the Harley Quinn movie, the better off I'll be. I like Zaz in Gotham, but then Gotham got really stupid, so I stopped watching it. So I don't know if they've ruined Zaz yet.
Oh, this is so edgy. They're all like pawns, man.
They're all like pawns. They're zombies. I'm a villain from the 90s, can you tell?
Can you tell?
It's not even implied coitus, and also, it was really gross because she basically forced him to have sex with her. In order to... She's like, yeah, it was gross. I didn't like it.
That's...
It was gross and bad. That was my first major clue that that movie would kind of suck. It was going to be really bad. Is there anything over here? Path, okay.
Man, this like obviously doesn't have a cat. Having a cat in your lap is salvation.
Mm-hmm. It was basically rape, yes. She blackmailed him into doing it, and he was kind of into it, but even if he wasn't, he basically had no choice. So. Oh, door is locked. Okay. Is there anything I can solve in here? This room is the end of days even for the most celebrated killer. Okay, that's Calendar Man's cell. Over this way, I think.
Calendar Man's my favorite recurring non-villain. And I know he shows up in this one and also City. Does he show up in the other two?
He doesn't show up in this one particularly. Like he's got a puzzle associated with him in this. Fun fact: he actually does show up in Arkham Knight, but it's an Easter egg. So in Arkham City, he says to Batman, like, I'll be there at the end of your days. And so if you do the true ending to Arkham Knight, you can see his bald tattooed head in the crowd of the people gathered around the Wayne Manor as it blows up.
Foreshadowing that Calendar Man will be the main villain of a future game, for sure.
I'm hoping one day they'll make a Batman game based off of the Brave and the Bold. I mean, you've got those Injustice games. Injustice is actually a pair of good, solid fighting games.
Okay, get this. Batman MMO. Calendar Man is the main villain. That explains why there are holiday events.
Mm. Oh, right, okay, it's here.
Wow, that's a nice toy you got there, Bat. Can I have one? I could sit here and watch you
But yeah, Injustice is like, I just like to see this cheesiness with a bit of seriousness. The funny thing is, in Injustice 2, because Green Arrow and Black Canary are both sort of gone in Injustice 2, in the Injustice universe because of various reasons. They actually pull Green Arrow and Black Canary from an alternate universe just to help along in the Injustice games, so that way they could have them in Injustice. And the funny thing is, they actually mention this. Like, they bring that up in their dialogue, in the story mode. It's like, because, okay, so what happens is, in Injustice, of course, Superman goes crazy with power and starts killing people, and everybody who doesn't agree with his methods ends up dying, and so Green Arrow gets killed, and after their Green Arrow is killed, it's revealed that Black Canary is pregnant. And then after she gives birth to a baby, she's about to die, but Dr. Fate pulls her into another universe where Black Canary died, but Green Arrow is still alive. So he's like, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough, and hopefully you two will learn to like love each other. And eventually, yeah, that's end up. Injustice 2 confirms that is what ends up happening. Is that they end up falling in love and getting together. It's good. That reminds me, why isn't there a Batman game specifically set in the 60s Batman universe? I had the best idea for a fucking, like, crossover. You have the animated series Batman, the Millerverse, like, Batman Return, like, oh god, Dark Knight Returns Batman, and you have the cheesy 60s Batman, all working together to stop their three various Jokers. And like, you have 60 Batman who just like comes up with like these ridiculous stupid plans, but they work anyway because 60s. And then you have like the Green Dark Millerverse Batman who's like super duper into like really hurting everybody for no reason. Not killing, just like hurting them a lot. And then you have the animated series Batman, who's like the most sane and grounded of the bunch, and he's just like desperately trying to get everybody to work together. It's just a bunch of conflicting personalities that somehow work together. I think that would be cool.
Batman is basically like Doctor Who in that in every iteration, just a different part of his personality comes to the forefront.
Yeah. Where is Two-Face's cell? I think that's it right there. Yes. Subject too small.
What has one next star?
Listen, technically, Batman technically never killed anybody in The Dark Knight Rises. Or Dark Knight Returns, or Return of the Dark, or whatever the fuck that awful comic that I hate is named. There's a point where he just starts shooting the shit out of a bunch of gangbangers, but they're made out of rubber bullets, so they're fine. He's not killing anybody.
Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. Guards, get him out of here!
He's got Bill. Oh no, not Bill.
God damn it, Victor's always with the cutting.
Cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha! They're coming to take me away. Whoa! Hee hee! Ha ha! To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.
Every day, Victor.
Victor, you listen to that song every day. Victor, don't you want to listen to like Imagine Dragons once? Just once. Victor, please. That's all you listen to, on repeat. You do know that song's about a dog, right?
If you think about it, aren't we all dogs in society?
No, Victor,
No, Victor.
that is not what that song is about. It's about a literal dog going to the literal pound.
Every day I see the dogs walking in their
No,
two
Victor,
legs,
Victor,
going
please.
to their pounds.
Victor, this isn't the 90s anymore.
It's always the 90s to me, baby. Oh, bye, Paul.
Aw, bye, Paul. But yes, I would love to see, like, a Cesar Romero Joker, like, with complete painted-over mustache texture on there.
Break the ice. Who could Riddler be talking about?
I don't know. It's almost like it's a mystery.
Ah, of course. It's Chill Drink Man.
Yep. Yep, those two men just got electrocuted. But they're fine. They're fine. They're not dead.
Look, everyone, like, in Gotham City has, like, the world's hardiest heart.
I mean, they are
like
basically
several bolts of lightning before it stops.
They are basically made of, like, giant mountains of meat, so it makes sense. The electricity has to go through all that meat first.
Yeah, Batman has, like, a big problem, like, living here because he's the only person in Gotham that isn't practically bulletproof. Grid and iron and occasionally sand. Oh, grit and iron washes out into the streets. No, anyway, that's a different thing.
It's a different Mark Miller property. What are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? Really? Oh, okay, they're there. It's my belief that all people in the DC universe have some low-level superpowers.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
Look at all these perfectly fine unconscious people being electrocuted. Oh, I'm sure they go through worse on Thursday nights. Come on. They work for Joker.
I mean, as long as they get an even number of shocks, they'll come back to life.
Yeah, exactly. In the end, aren't we all a little bit of Solomon Grundy?
Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective, you
I mean, I was one on a Monday.
You won't find Mr. J. He's in the secret lab in the gardens and... oh, crap!
Yep, I know.
Damn. Well, he'll get me out. You'll see. Yeah. You'll see.
Harley's hair looks like it's made out of plastic.
She just dipped her entire head in shellac to get ready in the morning.
No, it's like that one Calvin and Hobbes storyline where Calvin just coats his hair in Crisco.
Oh, God.
I gotta get all greasy for Mr. J.
You know what? Instead of... let's do triple batarangs instead of... She could easily fit between the bars, too. This is 100% true. She could just escape. Batman is so bad at his job.
I thought the Joker had control over the entire facility.
He does, and he specifically was like, "Hey, Harley, you kind of suck at this, so I'm going to leave you locked up in here as punishment." Because I don't know if you noticed yet, but Joker's kind of a bad boyfriend. He kind of is really bad for Harley. Is what I'm getting at.
You know, I think this Joker guy might be bad news.
You know, the psychotic freak who dresses like a clown might be bad for you. You know, he kind of goes on a mass murdering spree every couple of months, but, you know.
Hey, look, let's not throw aspersions on clown boyfriends. I'm sure there's some great ones.
Is it time to shit-talk Telltale Batman, or is that all the time? As long as you don't spoil anything that happens after the first episode of the second season, because I still want to go into that blind to see just how awful it gets.
It's Zaz. He broke out of isolation. He's gone.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, Doc. You're the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh, no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Why? Because, like, I want to see how... I want to react genuinely to the stupidness.
Sarah, do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It's Zaz. He's free.
I am the fist in the night. Why do you want to kill me? Oh yeah, go ahead and spoil the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I don't give a shit about this Guardians of the Galaxy game. There's no way I'm going to be getting the Guardians of the Galaxy game, not even as a joke. I'm not even getting Guardians of the Galaxy as a joke like I did with Batman Season 2.
Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals...
Batman's doubt is just punching somebody straight in the face.
I wonder if the Joker feels kind of, like, bad every time he watches his biggest nemesis just take an explosion to the face.
Aw, Betsy, come on.
Like, wow, this guy's my biggest threat. Wow, I'm kind of shit, aren't I?
I mean, to be fair, you are just a clown, so.
Who's this clown?
Let's see, is there anything else I can do in this room? No, it does not look like. Okay. Really? Really? They fucking kill Thanos in the first... What? That is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh my god.
I mean, that would be combat, and Telltale games aren't great at that.
I mean, they're just quick time events. So.
I do kind of want to see Telltale like attempt a combat thing though at some point.
Oh, I have. That's right. I have the map in here. Shot through the chest with the big rocket, with the big gun rocket head. Okay, well, they just killed Thanos. Whatever.
Wow, that was easy.
I have no idea if you're being sarcastic or not, but I'm going to choose to take what you're saying at face value and believe everything you say implicitly. Unless it sounds too ridiculous.
Ah, my chest, my one weakness. I thought you were gonna shoot my fist.
Oh no, my one weakness, being shot with a gun.
Oh god, I'm gonna be quite honest, guys. I'm planning on you shooting my fists. It's kinda my whole plan.
There, I don't think I had to get over there even. Oh yes, that's right. Okay, I can think of at least a couple of those that would actually be kind of tough to choose between. But at the same time, I don't really give a shit. It's a Telltale game. They're gonna train track you into choosing what they want you to choose anyway.
Yeah, and if there's a sequel, then whoever you revive is gonna die.
Yeah.
Because that would be too many
that would be too many variables.
Complexity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll just come up with like one generic cutscene where like you can, but they can just like insert the model from the previous game and just kill them off there. Bonus points.
Jeez.
It'll be terror strong.
Equally sad that loved one died.
Oh man, wasn't it sad when Stardust's mom died? Who's Stardust? Oh shit, Star-Lord. Sorry, we're not doing a second take. Whoever you resurrect will become the avatar of death. Yeah. I mean, like, seriously? I just have given up on Telltale. After Tales from the Borderlands, they just started phoning it in. And even before Tales from the Borderlands, they were already slipping on some pretty thin ice.
Did you read that article about how Telltale basically killed itself by being a shittily run company?
No.
No? There's an article floating around. Let me see if I can dig it up. It was recent, though. Yeah.
But to conclude with Thanos secretly being alive the whole time, yeah. Of course. Spent all that time and money, like, rendering him, so why wouldn't they? Oh right, I can't solve this because it's behind a explosive door that I can't get behind yet. So, all right, I forgot about that. I thought I could just do it from right here, right now, but nope. All right, well then, I'm gonna stop wasting time in this room. You need to get a train whistle from whenever you DM Whenever you DM your friends? Why? Oh, okay, so... I guess he actually is dead, maybe?
Now that Thanos died, his soul dies.
I mean, Thanos is kind of boring anyway, so... I've got unlimited power! I'm going to sit here in my chair and do nothing with it! Ah!
I'm going to use my power to ruin this lady's life and her sister. That's it.
Like, how long have they been teasing Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now? He's been in the movies for like 10 years, and all he's done is sit in a chair and get owned by one of his subordinates. Wrong way. Oh, I'm actually missing a thing in here, so it's good that I came this way. Yeah, like he got dissed by one of his subordinates, the one in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. He sat in a chair and grinned at the end of one of the movies. Oh, by DM you mean like Dungeon Master. I thought you meant direct message. I'm like, what? What the fuck do you mean? What? Okay, so it was Avengers that he showed up at the end credits of. And then, like, since then, he's done nothing except get clowned on by one of his subordinates and... question mark? Literally, he's been in those movies for like 10 years now, and now they're only just doing something with him in Avengers 3, which I don't think even comes until like next year.
I found the article and I posted it in the chat.
Cool.
That basically talks about how, like the internal politics of Telltale were like kind of really toxic, and they lost all of their really good developers.
Telltale's still around technically, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're still around. They're just not good anymore.
You say that like they were ever good. They're not good, and
the streams got to the part where Batman just kicked the grating. It just flew into his face.
Let's see. Oh right, I can solve some riddles that I couldn't before. I think they're up. I think it's up here. Yes.
Yeah, Thanos is a JRPG villain.
Yeah. Which consequently makes him really fucking boring.
Yeah. Join me, Star-Lord.
See, oh, then there's this thing over here that I can grab. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, Esquire.
Hi, Esquire. I hope everyone's internet gets better.
It might just be my connection. Is it just my
I
connection?
mean, it's fine on my end.
Oh, it's fine on your end? Oh, okay. Well, then.
Yeah.
And I should get back
I
to
also
work.
have pretty good internet, so it might be compensating. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I mean, Esquire, you'll be seeing me later tonight when I stream Kirby at the normal time. I'm just streaming a lot today because I'm snowed in, and I want to have a good time on my snow day. Not that I'm missing work over this or anything. It was my...
Did you want to build a snowman?
No. I don't think the snow's wet enough. We always get pretty dry snow around here for some reason. There's no way you can do this alone. Who's helping you? Who's helping me is I've played this game and 100%ed it like 8 times. That's who's helping me. My favorite one is when he accuses you of using the internet to look up stuff. Because you know what? You know what? By that point in the game, I hadn't used the internet to find any of his stuff. Garbage. I had managed to do it all on my own by that point. However, I did have to use the internet at some point.
And I told him that.
I did, however, have to use the internet at some point to find a couple of them. Because, yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh.
But... Okay. What am I missing? Where... Oh, right. This one right here. Okay. I can do it now. I hate these ones because it's always so picky on how they want you to do it. There we go. Fuck. Oh, did I miss a thing in here? Oh. Must be down. Oh, right. Okay, I know where it's at. But yeah, here's a hint for what may be upcoming in Curse of Strahd. Your main villain should never just sit and wait for the heroes to come to them.
Ah, piss.
I may have said a bit too much there, but yes. There's still a lot to do in that town before you guys leave, though. So...
Okay, so at least I know that he's not going to attack me in the town. That's not a silence, Colin.
Well, no, he won't attack you in the town. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to Arkham East. Why not? Let's continue playing the video game, I guess.
Oh, Mom, do I have to?
Mom says it's my turn to use the Xbox.
You just play the game. I just want to pick up trophies all the day.
The real game is how long can you avoid doing the main quest. That's how I play every video game these days. How long can I avoid doing the main quest? And if I can avoid doing the main quest forever, will the game let me? The answer is, for Breath of the Wild, yes, the game will literally let you ignore the main quest forever.
Link, please hurry. Yeah, fucking whatever.
Listen,
Look,
I'm
you-
trying to
you've held
find.
on to it.
Listen, I'm pushing random rocks into random spots to see if Koroks will pop out. So you're kind of on your own right now.
Like you've been whacking down like Ganon with a rolled up newspaper for like a year, like 100 years at this point. Another year isn't going to help hurt you.
Well, that's right. I don't actually have the map to this area yet. I don't think, unless I've gotten everything in here, which I don't think I have. Is this the part where there's snipers everywhere? No. Okay. You feel what works in the second game? Okay, the power amplifier might be nice to have. So picky. I got it exactly right. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think the next power-up I'll pick up is the power amplifier for this.
Dr. Young, Titan is a success. Even my funding woes have been solved after the unexpected donations from Mr. White. Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will...
Dr. Young, you ready?
Oh, yes, hurry.
You'll hurt my feelings, Doc. Keeping me waiting like that.
Sit down. You can leave us.
You sure?
We're fine. Aren't we, Joker?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm just outside, okay?
I trust this clown man implicitly.
This evil clown who's killed 600 people at least. You know, he only brainwashed the last doctor that was left alone with him. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Let's talk about you, Joker. What do you like? What TV shows do you like? Do you like long walks on the beach, Joker?
Joker, what's your favorite kind of movie? Don't you dare fucking say comedy. That's the obvious answer.
I'm actually really into romantic comedies.
Oh, God. Truly the most evil. Maybe I should work on getting some health upgrades soon, because talking to people while I'm playing at the same time kind of distracts me, and thus, like, makes me play a lot poorer. So I'm actually taking way more hits than even when I play casually, and not trying to, like, be super duper good for an LP. Because let me tell you how many times I had to refight Bane for the LP before I got a hitless run. It was like 7.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine. You're good at playing games. You're fine.
I'm good at video games. I'm good at video games.
Video games.
I just wanna play video games. I just wanna play video games.
Video games.
Everything else is really lame. All the time and every day. Oh, hi. Hey, Joe. I see you just started watching.
You can't hide from us, Joe.
Oh, Joe!
Hello, Joe.
Ah, he's in.
Hi, guy.
Hey, Steve!
I'll get you, Steve, if it's the last thing I do.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So, are we gonna capture a cactus
I
Are we
think
gonna
that's what
tussle
we're
with a
doing.
tulip?
The Cactus Man of Mexico.
All I want to know is, are we gonna tussle with a tulip?
We might.
I'd like to tussle with Batman's tulips.
Whoa!
I mean, to be fair, he is quite handsome. His personality sucks, though.
Well, he gets distracted very easily.
What's this? It's a patient interview. Oh, I better listen to this.
Ah, yes, my greatest foe. I should learn about him.
Oop! I forgot that there were guys with guns here. So, they just sort of wandered up and started shooting me.
Ah, you jerks, I was listening to things.
Seriously, I was listening to Poison Ivy talk. Come on.
I was listening to Poison Ivy's podcast.
She was telling me about botany.
Guys, did you hear Ivy was on Chapo Trap House? She thinks pretty much everybody should die.
She has her own spin-off called the Chapo Flight Trap House.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well...
Shit.
Well, it's a good thing we're in the aviary because I should take flight.
Okay. Oh, I died. Whoa, that's a ragdoll. Oh, here's something I never showed off in the LP because I actually never died. Is that the villains come and taunt you when they kill you. Anyway, that's how you're not supposed to do that, Rue.
Oh yeah, that's it's a good thing you shoot off how not to do.
I feel like everyone doesn't act quite surprised enough that they killed Batman. Like, that's basically like killing God.
Chance, not a chance.
Are you blind? Look down on the ground. There's something. I don't like it.
Wait, you're telling me that all the times I tried to load Joker into acid, I should just shot him?
Just shot him a whole bunch? Oh! Uh-oh.
Just shot him more? That's it? I could just shot
Where's the
Batman
fun
the
in
entire
that?
time.
What's the fun in just shooting him? If you only shoot him, how will we learn? A real line by the Riddler in Batman Forever. I legit love that line, and I legit love that movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good take on the 60s Batman.
It was a good show.
It's a good take on the 60s Batman, honestly.
Never not make Batman silly. IMO, IMHO, IMVHO, don't at me.
People don't remember Batman Forever. It was a good movie.
I don't know what you're quoting.
Nick, it's an amazing video.
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Kids these days.
You didn't have a childhood.
I am completely lost here.
Oh man. I can't wait for Flash in the Pan to start up.
Oh.
It's about how those kids actually had a childhood.
It was a terrible one, but it existed.
Hyperviolent Flash cartoons. The Ziggy H bomb.
There are many secrets in this game, many of which are some people insane. When you try to cheat in a really good game, just sounds like a habit that makes you lame. As if from the forest. I'm just gonna keep doing this until you.
I only barely realize what you're quoting.
It's Rawest Forest, which I listened to way too much as a kid.
Holy heck. Kids these days. You don't know.
I am so lost, guys.
Super Mario RPG.
It is the only thing for me. When it's in.
Then I found out I'm lost in Gino's maze.
Yeah, I know that much.
The forest is super simple. All you do is follow these patterns for the rest of your gaming life. Again, I'm just going to keep doing this until you guys stop me.
Okay, you're stopping.
Like, once I start it, I've listened to that so many times. Once I start, I just can't stop.
Did you ever,
got to say, the Princess Zelda.
Have you ever seen the rain?
I'm only happy when it rains. No, I can't stop that. I can't stop that again. I was in that screen with Dewsworm. Oh God.
Hey, tonight.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain?
You know, when I was littler, I thought that song was saying, "Have you ever seen Lorraine?" And I was like, "Who's Lorraine? Why is he so obsessed with this girl?"
Have you seen the bridge? Where's that confounded bridge?
It's sort of like Bad Moon on the Rise is Bathroom on the Right.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Secret Asian Man?
Oh, I was born in a Class 5 hurricane.
Hey, I got the 9 variation bonus.
Are you okay?
I saved a janitor. The janitor is one of the few people who actually survive this entire game.
Aww.
Well, he really knows how to clean up.
Is Secret Asian Man a song much in the way that All About the Pentiums is a song?
I guess.
Like, that's my only guess. Carl Todd.
Hi, I'm Carl.
My name's Carl.
Hello.
I'm allergic to grass.
I'm allergic to leaves. Pretty bad job.
Wait. So the janitor in this game survives.
Mm-hmm.
And the janitor in Ratchet and Clank always survives.
He's God.
Guy? It's confirmed. God's name is Carl.
Here you have a Carl emote.
I don't want to resubmit it because it would take eons to get approved again. But if I were to resubmit it, I would submit the exact same emote but rename it instead of plumber, instead of God, instead of plumber. I was worried that God would probably get would get rejected due to religious reasons. But instead of being plumber, it would be Carl. But I'm not resubmitting it and waiting like 3 weeks for them to approve a name change for my emote. other song lyrics are like famous for being like super easy to misinterpret?
Good job.
Let's see. TV tropes.
Oh no, not TV tropes. Don't go down that dark path. You're going down a dark path. Joe, you're my friend. Please don't do this to yourself.
Mondegreen.
Or that's what it's called. It was called Am I Right?
Well, that's a long list. All right.
What?
Apparently, famous wrestler Sheamus will rip off your head and F your girlfriend.
Okay.
Which is a misheard thing. I'm gonna close this tab now.
So,
I just got out of the county prison doing 90 days for ounce of pot. I've never heard of the song.
There's a slight variation to this cutscene where if you don't turn off the electricity first, the Joker will throw a guard into the electrified water and kill him. So by doing this, I have saved one guard, except the guard is dead here instead. So in reality, I have not saved anybody because Batman's super awful at his job in this game.
Janitor.
I did save the janitor, but the janitor is saved regardless, no matter what.
It's Furniture's guard, except no matter what, he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And so in the next game, I've solved the riddle for the rat catcher, and in the next game, they actually mention the rat catcher. Like Penguin captures him and hangs him over a vat of live rats, and they were supposed to eat his face off. But instead, they didn't do anything to him because he's the rat catcher, and he has like this thing with rats. So Penguin just got really mad and shot him in the head instead.
Why would the rats eat him?
Because Joker had been intentionally, or not Joker, because Penguin had been intentionally starving them. Yeah,
he's still the king of rats.
Yeah, he's still the king of rats. So like, it doesn't even fucking matter because oh, that's right. This is.
Man, my love for irony.
So the Batman Arkham City LP is still happening. I figure I'll do it after I finish Bloodborne.
Oh boy!
Mr. Freeze by locking him in a freezer.
I captured Calendar Man by locking him in a room filled with calendars. Now he has to go through each calendar and
don't you bet.
I threw poison ivy in a garden. I don't exactly know how that was supposed to kill anyone, but I tried it.
To be fair, he didn't know Ratcatcher was Ratcatcher. He just thought he was a random schmuck because who the fuck knows who Ratcatcher is?
Oh, it's just unbelievably bad luck. For the love of God.
Why are the rats eating this guy?
Dude.
The one guy.
I locked Two-Face in a room full of jeans.
Anyway, I've captured this dude named Dr. Crane. Don't know who that is. I'm gonna blast him with fear toxin.
Oh no, Frazier!
I only just now got it because I didn't watch Frasier. It took a while, and then I was like, "Oh right, Niles Crane."
Frazier Crane.
Frazier Crane.
Hey, Penguin, you like jazz?
Wait a minute, I didn't know William Shatner had a doctorate.
Yeah. He's also Shakespearean trained.
Despite what you might think.
Yeah.
That explains his overacting. Yes.
True. He was trained to act when people are standing like a mile away from you.
Yeah, that's...
I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning like the... I don't know the actual words to this song.
Burning out a fuse. Alone.
Ah, Rocket Man. I knew him well.
Yeah, but you gotta act for the peanut gallery, or whatever they call the big boxes upstairs.
The peanut gallery
no,
is
peanut gallery is like the closest thing.
Yeah, the peanut galleries. Speaking of peanut gallery, everybody...
You gotta act for the royal box.
Everybody should watch Arcade Pit, because Arcade Pit is really good. And they have a game called Peanut Gallery where all the contestants start drawing a prompt, the same prompt, and you vote for whoever has the best or funniest drawing. And I'm really good at it, because guess what? Apparently, I'm good at art. Or something. I don't know. I'm actually quite poor at art, but I'm apparently better at art than most people who go on to Arcade Pit, apparently.
I didn't know you drew things.
Yeah, I don't do it very often.
Oh, you should draw things.
You should draw.
Drawing things is nice. You can make your own fan art. You don't have to do unpaid commissions anymore.
I didn't ask you for this. I'm going to pull JC Denton. I'm going to pull JC Denton. I'm going to say I never asked for this.
Wait, guys, that man's name. His last name is Fraser. Fraser. We come full circle.
Oh, I'm a baby man.
Why does this guy have, like... Why does he look like he was scalped and then had his scalp reattached, but with a staple gun?
Hang on, I'm waiting for the thing to catch up. Is this Zaz? No, this is Zaz.
No, we're done with Zaz in this game.
Who is this man?
I don't know, he's just a random goon.
He's wacky.
Oh, I'm random goon. I just got a scalp transplant.
Oh, I just got a brain transplant. My name's Goon. My name's henchman number 375.
I used to be henchman number 383, but now I got a different brain. Funny how that works.
Wait a minute. Actually, no, I lost it.
I'm also kind of losing it.
Actually, it's back. I think that guy might be kind of a tribute to the cartoon series interpretation of Crocodile.
Crocodile Dundee?
No, I threw a rock at him.
Oh, okay.
Or what's his face? I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I don't remember
Killer
the names
Croc.
of the entire Rogues Gallery.
His name is Killer Croc, and the only reason I know that is because he's in this game.
Oh my god. He looks like a gargoyle.
Looking at it from the front. Oh.
He looks like a gargoyle from Gargoyles. Here's a photo of him eating a batarang.
Oh, jeez, I just probably wasted this batarang. It's triple batarang. Oh, okay.
Oops.
There we go. I did it. It's fine. I actually did that room with taking no damage, which is not something that happened in the LP.
Wow, you fixed the LP.
This was the first room in the entire LP that I managed to get a recording where I did not avoid taking damage. So, you know, I wasn't trying to go through the entire game without taking damage anyway. That would have been literally impossible for me. I've never beaten this game without taking any damage. Because this game, I mean, it's not easy, but it's not hard either.
Told my boss the giant bird cages in the botanical gardens were a waste of money. This is actually a converted nightclub.
This is where Poison Ivy practices her routine for Harley.
Oh.
Aww.
Yeah.
We know you hypnotized them or whatever it is, you women folk, though. Yeah.
Poison Ivy doesn't hypnotize people; it's just walk around topless. That's enough. That's enough for any man in a cartoon universe. I love your bazingas. Oh no! Now I'm being eaten alive.
Oh no! She did a smooch and now I'm dead.
Yeah, that's her. That is her thing. She does a smooch and then that kills people because she's poisonous. Watch out, Grant! It's a poisonous snake! Grant, watch out, Grab! It's a poisonous snake!
A poisonous woman! Cedric, we talked about this.
Cedric, we talked about this. They're all poisonous. No, Grant, please, this isn't time for your bullshit.
Cedric, I'm going my own way.
That's right. You literally can't open up this panel, even if you know where it is, without your detective vision on, which annoys me because I know exactly where it is. Just let me open the panel, game.
Oh man, that Joker sure is a master haker.
The master maker.
Master haker.
Master haker.
Yeah, he hates.
I mean, he's also a maker. He has this great show on HGTV.
Joker would be a maker. Oh my word. What a fuckboy.
Do you think Joker would be able to bluff his way through Baker or Faker?
Faker?
No, there's a show on the Food Network called Baker or Faker, where these people, they don't. There's a panel of judges, and they don't know if these people that are currently in front of them are bakers or not bakers, and they're just futzing their way through things. And
oh, did they rename Cooks versus Cons to that?
I guess it's entirely about baking, though. There's no other form of cooking.
Oh, so this is a second one.
Yeah.
Okay, because they also had a show called Cooks versus Cons, which I was really excited about because I thought, oh, it's like chefs versus ex-cons, I guess. No, it was just home chefs versus actual chefs.
But
not nearly as interesting as I hoping it was.
But the premise is that they are either bakers or they're not bakers, and they're just tricking these people into thinking that they're bakers. And the panel of judges has to judge whether they are bakers or fakers, depending on the situations. And the one time I've seen this show, they were watching how the person does stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely a baker move. That's definitely a baker move. They're definitely a baker. There's no way they're not a baker." And it turns out no, they were a lawyer.
Is this like how there was this pickup artist show and there was this one guy actively trying to harm his own performance, and like the pickup artist just kind of admired him and said that he had the game of no game? This is a real thing that happened, by the way.
Oh.
It's called failing upwards.
So there's a trophy in this game for fighting one Titan without using your batarangs at all. And this is the easiest room to get it in, because as long as you don't batarang one of the Titans, and you keep track of which Titan you've bataranged or not, then you can get the trophy.
Just kill him with the other Titan.
Yeah, you just kill him with the other Titan. This is the exact room I've got. This is the exact room I got the trophy in both times I've gotten the trophy, because I got the trophy both in the PlayStation 3 version and in this version. Oh, speaking of bays, Joe, were you here last night when you saw my bae? She subscribed to me finally. I think she. I think she's part of the people who want to see me suffer and play in Platinum Watch Dogs on stream.
I'm pretty sure I was asleep. Yesterday was tough.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, like, on Monday, I had to stay awake extra long just to get this place in order, and then yesterday my dad arrived, and I had to get to sleep extra early because I was still recovering.
But yes, I'm only one sub point away from having to Platinum Watch Dogs on stream. By the way.
Ooh.
Why did you even...
If anyone has Amazon Prime, they can sub for free and still force Kalon to play something.
Yeah, I get the money for that.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Kalon gets lots of money.
Yeah, Amazon Prime allows you to access Twitch Prime, which gives you one free subscription a month.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd be giving money to what's-his-face?
Yeah.
Richest asshole on earth.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The lizard people.
Just give Kalon the money.
I mean, I technically get I get the same amount of money from a Twitch Prime subscription that I do an actual subscription. So if you already have Twitch Prime, because unfortunate as it is a good program if you use Amazon a lot like I do. Then just go ahead and make me suffer.
To quote something that Gertrude Perkins would appreciate very much, give me your money. Except give Kalon your money.
I don't remember what.
Pretend I'm Kalon. And give Kalon your money.
Give Kalon your money.
Thank you. I'm glad I have friends who will tell people to
streamer.
give me their money, but won't give me their money.
Look, I gave you my free money.
You did give me your free money. That is fine.
Gave you free money.
You have drawn me several fan arts, one of which I use for my streams now.
Yay.
Like all this. Oh, that's right.
It's the Noid one. You're gonna use the Noid one, right?
I will try to work the Noid one somewhere. I don't know where yet, but I will try to do it. I will try to use it somewhere because it's good.
The horrible Noid.
Can you send me a version of that with? Can you send me a version of that with a transparent background? Actually.
Gosh, I can try. It's drawn on a physical piece of paper,
so
I'll have to do some finessing with Clip
okay.
Studio Paint, but that shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay. Yes.
It'll just require a bit of effort.
I will try to work the Noid into somewhere.
Oh man.
It's a really good piece of fan art too. So I.
Oh no, Batman.
Yeah, it's fine. He just grapples out of the way. Okay.
he just flew face first into a planter.
Yeah, it's fine. He's fine. Everything's
It's
fine.
It's fine.
Nothing's broken.
He's taking C4 explosions to the face. He's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Guys, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
I mean,
fine.
it's kinetic energy.
But yes, if you subscribe, you get some good emotes, like this emote. He's a good boy. He's a good pure boy.
Man, I wasn't even there for that.
Everyone posted good boys.
I think I managed to be there for 2 times.
I think so, yes. But he's a good pure boy who does nothing wrong. He goes on like 2 whole adventures by himself, and he's a good boy both times.
Aww. Oh, look at that.
He's a non-complicit boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird face that you made.
Where do I find it?
Oh no, Batman's as strong as a plant.
He's just as strong as this really weird vine.
I have the strength of 10 daisies.
It's always a plant that's deep underground.
Yeah. And now we have to go into the stinky sewers, which, if you're watching this pod, I will not be fast-forwarding through, because I was already nice enough on the LP. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna suffer with me in real time if you... Damn it. Of course, that doesn't say you can't just, like, skip ahead later, so,
It's pretty messed up.
Sure.
Wow, you're a real scrat. Oh. I hacked it. You're a real tossed salad, Colin.
Oh!
Oh. That's filthy.
That's it. With the Frasier jokes.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs
entirely
all
different.
over again. Scrambled eggs all over my face.
What is a boy to do? Look.
Oh, I only got a ×8 there because I didn't know that guy wasn't the only one left alive. So only 8 variations.
Only 8.
Only 8. I still leveled up though. What can I get? Remote control battering. Actually, I need that soon, so I'll get that. Like, I definitely need the remote control battering for one particular part of this game. And I think it's the part that's immediately coming up, so it's a really good thing that I got that level up when I did. I don't even remember how to get up in this room. Fiddle, hey Fiddle Fiddle, answer my riddle. What? Are you even trying anymore, Riddler?
Riddler.
Hey Diddle Diddle, answer my riddle. Cat ran away with the spoon!
Hey Batman, I got a
riddle for you. It was black and white and red all over. It's a newspaper. No, it's a newspaper. Oh.
No, it's just a penguin.
It's a penguin. It's a penguin.
Speak good with your newspaper, okay?
Oh no, he guessed newspaper correctly. I'm all out of riddles. I'm all out of riddles.
Hey, Batman. What walks on like 4 legs in the morning and
Man!
2 legs? It's man. Fuck.
No, it's a baby. It's a baby because I've got a real fucked up sense of humor. Okay, I don't remember how to get there. Oh right. Okay. That is actually a thing that he says in one of his interview tapes in this he's asking like his shrink. He asked his shrink that riddle, and she's like, man, and he's like, no, the correct answer to all 3 is a baby because it crawls around on all 4s, and then you cut off its arms and it has to hobble around on 2, and then you give it no, you cut off one of its legs and you cut off both of its legs and it hobbles around on 2 arms, and then you give it a fake arm and then it walks around on 3. She's like, that's horrible. How can you say that? Easy. It's not my baby.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm edgy Riddler. Oh, that's
I'm edgy Riddler. What walks on 2 legs and fucks? It's me.
Horny on Maine. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Where's my thumb?
Riddle me this. With bullets, I got a gun. I don't actually know how to use it.
Hey, Batman, what's black and white and red all over? It's mom's vagina. La 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 la.
Oh my god, we went from like Tig-Tone to South Park in about 2 seconds flat.
Look, the Riddler does this to us. I'm entirely edgy Riddler.
I fucking love Tig-Tone though.
Tig-Tone?
Tig-Tone. Yeah. Tig-Tone, the begun of Tig-Tone. Thank you, Tig-Tone. Now we can eat this little child forever.
I'm gonna pretend I know that so we can move on to something else.
You should watch the begun of Tig-Tone. What it was is this it's a bunch of people who like do animation. So they got facial capture stuff for their animation, and used it and placed it over like drawings. So it's like this really creepily uncanny valley garbage, but it's like it's really weird, stupid humor. But I love it. I love the weird, stupid humor.
Oh fuck! I remember watching this like forever ago.
Yeah, it's like 6 years old by this point, or something like that.
Wow. For some reason, I'm remembering the fact that Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog existed. Yeah.
People still want a sequel to that, and it's like, why?
Why?
He got exactly what he wanted, and that's the whole point.
A dream.
No, it wasn't just a dream. It was all real. He got everything he wanted at the price of. He got exactly what he wanted at the price of the one he was doing it for. It's a really good black comedy.
The hammer is my pingus. But also, just remembering.
Also, maybe you shouldn't give Joss Whedon some more projects because he's kind of bad.
Oh yeah. But also, I'm just remembering the fact that Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog was literally on every page of TV Tropes. On account of it starting off as a thing that was just chronicling every writing thing from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So, TV Tropes has always been insufferable, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. TV Tropes was a bad idea from the beginning.
Yeah.
It just sort of got worse.
TV tropes has been a
Wait, this-
harmful influence on Western culture.
Yeah, because everything has to be a trope, and for some reason, tropes are bad.
I remember
There's this confluence of tropes are bad, but we have to turn everything into a trope. But that means everything is bad.
Yeah.
But, like, there's people trying to help each other out with writing, and all they do is just try to pack everything with as many tropes as they possibly can.
Oh yeah, do they still have the on the tropes section?
All the tropes?
It's called. They used to have a forum section called On the Tropes, which was nothing but TV tropers attempting to write fiction. Unfortunately, it was basically just them collating lists of tropes that were going to comprise their stories. Like, yes, and this is my main character capitalized. They are a virgin with a heart of gold, all in caps. And they have a friend to the end, that is also capitalized because like everything's a trope.
Yeah,
like it's just literally a list of tropes, and then I would say they attempt to write a story around it, but they never actually get to the story part. They just.
The only thing I remember from the site is just Troper Tales.
God, that was amazing.
Which is an endless supply of shit that didn't happen.
That kid isn't human.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember any of this.
That kid, he isn't human.
And then everyone at the GameStop applauded.
And every single employee at the GameStop was Albert Einstein.
And they all applauded for me.
Oh.
Every once in a while, I'll go back to TV tropes and just read like a page or two just to remind myself how terrible it is. Like I'll choose a thing that I don't think has like a lot of tropes just to be on the safe side, so I don't have to stay there for too long. And then it turns out like it has a trillion tropes and it's fucking awful.
Yeah. Also, the web page is just like impossible to navigate.
Yeah, it really is.
Like the trope pages, they're so dense. It's just impossible to find anything.
Well, that's because like
including
every
fictional, like the TV tropes for fictional things, like for series that don't exist. So that happens too.
Wow.
Like people will create pre-TV tropes pages for their stuff that hasn't existed yet.
Weird.
Yeah.
But the thing that disturbs me about navigating that site is that like every work has multiple pages, and there's no way to go from that work's one page to another page of that same work.
TV tropes is pretty bad. Okay, you know what TV tropes is. I mean, I think at this point everybody knows what TV tropes is and why it's bad.
Honestly, I would be very surprised to meet someone who has never encountered TV tropes before.
I mean, your dad exists.
My dad is aware of TV tropes.
My dad isn't, as far as I know.
Well, congrats on your cool dad.
Well, my dad likes dad rock.
Dad rock's good though.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Dad rock is super good.
Yeah. He's the guy who got me into Cream.
Oh,
Cream is super good, by the way.
Wait, like the rabbit? My God,
Dijon, I'm putting you in the shame cube.
No.
Dijon goes into the shame cube a lot these days. Mostly because you have given me the power to put people into the shame cube. I'm glad
so glad that I renamed it.
Yeah, so am I. Nintendo GameCube is a much better name. See, I can't do everything in here because I don't have that thing that lets me tear down walls with my grappling hooks. So I can, however, go.
I mean, I think it's, yeah, it is like maybe some people who are new to the internet. I think it's also, I can understand the appeal of TV tropes, which is the appeal of sorting things.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fun to sort
and you keep on sorting things.
But then you're like, yeah, you just keep doing it. And then all of a sudden you spent years just sorting garbage.
Yeah.
Or you just found the horny pages and you keep flipping through those forever.
and then your horny pages get banned and you start a new website just for the horny pages.
Oh man, there's a TV tropes just for the horny pages?
Yeah.
Sign me the heck up.
TV tropes got something sensitive, like when they banned all of the hentai.
Oh no!
So now that there's, I can't remember what it's called, but after they banned all the porn, there's now a TV tropes just for like the hentai. It's really bad.
Oh
no. Like, imagine how bad TV tropes is. Also imagine if it was like unrestrictedly horny.
Oh, so it's like me.
Wow. I can't believe you would dunk on yourself so thoroughly.
Have you never met me?
Imagine Kalon, but unrestrictedly horny. Yes, Kalon can get even worse. Don't let him into his zone.
I'm in
Man. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Just. Nope, I can't find it.
But you can't find horny TV tropes?
Wait, no, I did. I did find it.
You found horny TV tropes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations on your upcoming journey.
That's a screenshot from Bacon. That's how I know it's horny. It's a bit too horny. I gotta get out of here.
This is too horny for me.
This is too horny.
Man,
Too horny for me. It's like too spooky for me, but with the penis instead. I hate this room.
I feel like we've been in this abandoned chamber like 10 times.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a central area that you have to travel through, and it kind of sucks, and I hate it.
Ah.
But luckily, we're getting out of here, so...
I'm guessing they got inspired by those corridors. No, wait. Those... Metroid. The original Metroid.
Yeah, this entire game is like Metroid as fuck, because there's a bunch of areas that are closed off until you get certain upgrades, and then there's a bunch of areas that you have to return to even after you've navigated through them if you want to 100% the game, because you get upgrades that unlock certain stuff. Like, I don't have all of the upgrades yet. I'm about to go get the final one now. But all of the question marks that are currently floating around here are because I don't have a specific kind of upgrade to get those yet.
You might even say it's a Metroidvania.
No, I wouldn't, because I hate that term.
I'm mostly just talking about the fact that it's very vertical and repetitive.
Ouch. Dang.
That abandoned chamber.
It's very repetitive, like Metroid.
I mean,
have you played the original Metroid? It is nothing but repetitive.
Yeah.
No, because I like good games.
I was about to say, I've played it. It sucks. Year Zero, or Mission Zero is so much... Zero Mission, there we go. Year Zero. I'm talking about Trent Reznor now. Zero Mission is so much better.
Yeah, Zero Mission is just... It completely makes the original Metroid just unnecessary.
Yeah.
in every
Which
way.
is weird because it includes the original Metroid on it. It's like, why would you include your bad game with this good game?
Well, just in case you want to know why they remade it completely with a completely different layout and everything.
And specifically with like speedrunner tricks and everything. Because that game actually has like built-in sequence breaks, and also several unintended sequence breaks that were in the Japanese version. As long as they didn't crash the game, they were left in the American version. They built that game around speedrunners.
It was really nice.
Yeah. I actually got to the point in Zero Mission where I could do any percent in like 58 minutes according to the in-game clock.
Wow.
Wowzers.
I got pretty good at it, and then I lost all that ability, but ability by not playing the game for 10 years.
I can't really blame you.
Oh man, Matt, I super need to replay the Prime trilogy.
Prime 1 was really good, but only if you get the GameCube version with the good controls, because motion controls on Metroid Prime are not very good. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
I hate...
Make us better, don't at me.
What? What'd you say?
Don't at him. That's what he said. He said don't at him.
Don't at me.
Oh.
I whispered secrets to the chat, don't at me.
Are we gonna punch some plants?
Yes, we're gonna punch some plants.
And they're planginas.
I have a grievance with this game.
Yeah?
Is it the plants?
What? Why no buff Ivy? Why doesn't Ivy get buff?
Because Titan affects her differently, and blur 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 blur.
You know what? I definitely wouldn't mind a buff Ivy.
I wouldn't mind a buff Ivy either. No kink shaming.
I mean, I don't think I'd appreciate it in the same way that you guys were, but I would also appreciate it. Just generically.
What are you talking about? What's your fan art?
I'm just saying. There comes a time in every young man's life when he must appreciate a buff Ivy.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me up there. Thank you. He just shoves his entire fist into the plant and just roots around a little bit.
Ew.
Speaking of Yonic imagery,
I mean, it's a good thing it's raining, or else that glove would be super messy. Thankfully, these plants are self-lubricating.
Why is your Batman voice also a good solid Snake voice? Self-lubricating.
That's the thing, is that there's no gravel to Bruce Wayne.
Self-lubricate.
There's no gravel. You just gotta go incredibly deep.
Snake, I installed the new function into your Octo Camo. It'll lubricate all your most sensitive parts.
My most sensitive parts, huh?
Otacon, why?
My parts.
Oracle. Oracle, I have to stop Metal Gear.
Oracle, I'm all slippery.
Ready Player One is a self-insert fanfic. And the only reason that it got made into a movie is because it was made by a dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, to be fair, there have been fan fictions that have been made into movies that were made by women. Twilight. 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. Well, although they weren't self-insert, so...
I would say Twilight's pretty damn self-inserty.
And Fifty Shades of Grey is literally a self-admitted self-insert.
Well, I guess the self-insert in Twilight is whoever is reading the book, because Belle is so boring that she's literally one.
But the thing is, like, neither of those is just like, and then Sephiroth, and
then Sephiroth and Cloud kissed, and then I kissed both of them, and they were both my boyfriends.
And then we took off our pants and touched butts.
We pooped back and forth forever.
Rode off in the Barbie car, whatever it's called. I don't remember.
And they both said I was the prettiest.
But yeah, that's Ready Player One.
Did you watch that video of Trapped on an Island with John Hutcherson? It's someone doing like an overview of a fanfic that they found called "Trapped on a Deserted Island" with Josh Hutcherson, in which halfway through the fanfic, the real author shows up and starts getting into a fight with the author's self-insert.
That sounds
really great.
like the plot to Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, believe it or not.
It kind of is. Except two girls like fighting over Josh Hutcherson, and at the end, Josh Hutcherson ends up like leaving the island with the actual author, while the author's self-insert gets trapped on the island forever.
That sounds amazing. Also, I really need to find a working CDI ROM and a CDI emulator and a Plumbers Don't Wear Tie ROM, because that game's great for all the wrong reasons.
Plumbers
Don't Wear Ties, or its sequel, Seducer.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is a choose-your-own-adventure style game that was on the Philips CDI, and all it is just an excuse for TNA.
Yeah.
You say that, but
and
like, all the
there's
TNA
like
is
button there too.
That's what the A is
in the very intro. It's just.
That's true. Like there's basically like one scene of like dude candy, and then the rest is just like ladies in their underwear.
Yeah.
And that's the intro. And then they go on some boring escapade about nothing.
No, like you can choose to make the boring escapade about nothing, about something. Like
there's a sexcapade hidden somewhere in there.
You can actually there's a you can choose to have like the boss that she goes on an interview with be like, take off your damn clothes, and then and then she's like wearing like dominatrix gear underneath it for some reason, and she rides him on top of him like a donkey, and like it's weird. It's really weird, but I want to play it.
It's really weird in a way that makes me wonder if the boss was the director.
Wow.
It's somebody's fetish. It's somebody who worked on that game. That is their fetish. And I don't know who it is, but it is their fetish.
It's very Bo Derek-esque. So how about them plants?
I'm still working on that, actually.
Working those plants?
Well, see.
Oh no, they're fake dudes.
Oh no, the plants got buff is the thing.
Yeah.
The plants got real buff.
Yeah, It's a real problem.
Just like some real hunky plants.
That really is the long and short of it. The plants got buff instead of Poison Ivy, who didn't get buff.
Yeah. Nice 9 variation.
Oh man.
I'm good at video games!
Yeah, you finally did that.
No, I did it earlier this stream. It's not half as fetishistic as, say, Totally Spies. Mostly because it's contained to one video game.
Also, it's not animated, so they can't, like, inflate the lady.
No.
Oops, I killed Joe.
I just...
Oh shit, he saw me! Oh, get off me! Get off me! Am I going to seriously die here because I keep getting shot
like his goggles.
Yeah, I died because the sniper saw me.
I hate those snippers and their riffles.
Thank my fans for their undying support, and the people of Gotham, who I'll be seeing very soon.
No, I'm... Why did I say also? I'm gonna drop it.
I had another thing. I hate shotguns.
Shotguns?
It's a shotgun.
Oh.
I like,
you know,
I like that
a lot of
Batman was
times
able to
when
go
I'm
out
typing
talking
out
about these.
shotgun, I'm typing too fast and I always end up mistyping it as shot fun.
Shoot fun. Buy a shotgun for your shoot fun.
Here's my bomb strike. See, Dijon gets it.
I didn't play Iconoclast. Yes, I played it. It's a great game.
I've played some of it, but I haven't played all of it yet.
I didn't find any of the secret bosses. I need to go back and do that.
There's secret bosses?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't know about them. They're secret. Come on.
Well, I didn't get 100%, and I don't really want to. I saw the ending, and I'm happy with the ending. I need more.
You know what's a shot fun?
Doom.
Yes, that is very much a shot fun.
But yeah, I like the final boss.
The final boss was
loved everything about the final boss.
Final boss was wearing a great outfit.
Yes.
a really dumb outfit, but I liked it. It made me laugh.
Everything about it made me laugh. It's just like, yeah. I'm not gonna say anything more, but it's a lot of fun, and yeah.
I'm trying to be very vague because I don't know if the statute of limitations on spoilers for that game.
No, it has not because I have not beaten it. So.
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh no! Alan, play it.
I've been meaning to. I just getting distracted by other things.
Put on a poll and I'll vote for it.
Man, that's sort of like a game I want to play on my own before I stream it. There's a couple games like that where I will never stream Undertale because I feel like Undertale is such a personal game and it means so much that streaming it sort of defeats the purpose.
I don't think any of us want to cry on stream, so.
Yeah, no, I'll cry on stream. Fuck it.
I can't believe I'm starting to crying for the bits.
I will cry on stream if I get 25 sub points. Yes, there we go.
25 sub points?
I'm going to cry on stream if I get 25 bits.
Oh boy.
That's a cheat
Joe,
tier.
there's different tiers of subbing. And so tier 1 you get 1 sub point, tier 2 you get 2 sub points, and for tier 3 you get 5 sub points. It's just basically are you paying $4.99? Are you paying $4.99, $9.99, or $24.99 for a sub?
Ooh.
Yep.
That's an expensive sub.
It is, but some people, I feel like I want to support $25 worth.
Does it come with free types of condiments?
No.
Dang.
But it usually, if a streamer is popular enough to have a couple of people who will subscribe to their $24.99 tier, then they will have an exclusive emote for that particular tier.
Tiers were condiments. It would be ketchup, relish, and then Dijonnaise.
That is an actual thing I had with a burger.
I've had Dijonnaise. It's very good.
You would say that Dijonnaise is very good.
I mean, I prefer
what I do
all
in
natural
privacy of my own home is not your business. If I want to cover myself in mayo, then I'm going to do that, and you can't arrest me.
I'm gonna cheese this. I'm gonna cheese this fucking room because this room sucks if you do it legit. So I'm just gonna stay on top of this roof for the entire thing because it's easy to.
Just gonna stay on this roof and tug these dudes with ropes, I guess.
Yep.
Load.
I said with ropes.
Yes.
I said with ropes.
Yes.
With ropes.
Yes.
If I keep saying it, there's not going to be bad anymore.
You keep saying it like that makes it less load.
Man, these guys can't take a drop, huh?
No, they really can't.
Wow, this guy is really good at avoiding the bat claw.
He is. He's super good at it.
Oh man, no. That reminds me, I'm hyped up for the new Spider-Man.
Yes, so am I. Spider-Man. Yeah, there's a new Spider-Man game coming out soon, and I'm super hyped for it because it's made by the same company who makes the Ratchet and Clank games, and those, I think people know, I think some people might know that they might be some of my favorite game makers of all time. It's weird, you know?
I too liked Fuse.
They've made Colin's favorite 4-player cooperative shooter.
Oh god, no, they haven't. I hate you.
What is with those guys in 4-player cooperative shooters?
And this room's done.
Alright.
You know, he only landed head first into the corner of a wall and a floor. I'm sure he's fine and completely not dead.
Look, I think he's wearing a hat.
Fine.
It cushions.
Fine. Too bad for you, it's a soft hat.
Or if it was a hard hat, then that would do more damage, right?
Yeah.
A soft hat would it cushions the blow.
That's like exactly how it works. Science checks out.
This Batman walks off a ledge.
Okay, there's nothing in this room then.
Rubber bullets.
They're not dead. Batman didn't use a gun on them. Oh, how silly of me. Of course, the only way a gun is anybody can die is a gun. How did anybody die before the inventions of guns? The answer is they didn't.
Like, so many like villainous chemicals have just leaked into the Arkham water supply over the years. Everyone is basically like indestructible. Unless you shoot them.
Oh man.
Unlike that loser, Jason Todd. Jason Todd is my favorite game designer to make fun of.
Are you sure you're not talking about Todd Farley? Who even is that? Why do I remember that name?
Hi, my name's Todd Howard. My mom let me out past my bedtime to announce Fallout 5.
Fallout 5, it's Skyrim, again.
Skyrim with guns, again.
They didn't even change the textures.
We just modded guns into Skyrim.
Oh no, your game. Colin, your game's broken.
Now, I'm not even going to make that joke this time. Yeah.
Reset.
Colin, you're roboting out. Beepity boopity boop.
The first time I played this game, I loved this. Because I honestly thought that my game had fucked up for a minute, and then this started happening. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is really good.
Wait a minute. Batman may be escaping, but Batman doesn't escape. Whoa!
Whoa! Why is the bat signal all messed up? Crazy.
It's crazy. The worthless MacGuffin in Fallout 5 is going to be...
The Gek again, because they've run out of ideas.
It's going to be the Gek.
It's going to be a daughter.
Daughter. Okay, a baby eats the Gek, and then the baby gets the powers of the Gek, and then we have to find the baby.
Who is hanging around your dad? Who is the bad guy this time? Oh... What a twist! Family member's the bad guy instead.
Oh no, I was the bad guy the whole time, me.
I love how both Oblivion and Fallout 3 share a lot of similarities in the fact that in neither game you are the main character.
Oh look!
Fallout 3, the MacGuffin was the father. In Fallout 4, the MacGuffin was the son. So in Fallout 5, the MacGuffin is the Holy Spirit.
Ah, yes, God.
Todd Howard himself descends from the sky and goes, man, you're really fucked up.
I put myself in this game because I want to tell you my vision for Fallout. Ah! My vision for Fallout is, oh crap, I played Fallout 2 and I really liked it, but I can't come up with anything else. So, here's Fallout 2 again. Whoa!
Use the middle stick to dodge Joker's gun.
Fiddle the middle stick.
Yeah, I really like the fake hint they give you. And it's obviously fake too, so like you're not trying to like do stuff that you can't obviously do. It's like use the middle stick. Oh.
In the PC version, I think it's lift the mouse.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's like lift the mouse and use the.
I don't know, I like the middle stick because my very first time I played this. Like I read it, and for a hot second, I was like, wait, there's no middle stick.
Yeah, no, I wonder why. I wonder why they're telling you to use the middle stick then.
For like a second.
Wait a minute. If ghosts don't exist in Fallout, then what about those invisible guys?
The holograms? Oh, you mean the night crawlers?
See, no. See, the thing about the main villain of Fallout 5, it's going to be an AI again, but with even less nuance and subtlety than Fallout 3 did it with.
I'm a robot. I'm bad.
I'm a racist robot.
Turns out you didn't actually kill the tree man. He had a third heart.
I'm a racist robot.
Tilt the mouse. Okay.
Oh. Okay. It's gonna be Fisto. I don't actually know what Fisto is or where he appears.
You don't know what Fisto is?
I know he's a robot.
An amazing part of Fallout New Vegas. Wow, so it has lots of settings, huh? It's probably tested out. The best quest.
I have not played Fallout New Vegas. My plan was to stream Fallout 2 and then 3, and just show how awful 3 is, before moving on to New Vegas to show, hey, you can make a good game with this engine. It just takes an entirely different gaming company to do it.
It takes the original people who, used to make good games with this property.
Bad news, guys. It turns out that the Kings have been taken over by a dystopic warlord.
This time, the Kings, the bad guys, and they have no nuance anymore.
The thing about Fallout 3 is that, yes, the villain is an AI, but there's he has the same exact goals that you do. He wants to make no, it wasn't the AI that had the same goals as you. It was the AI's
It was the other guy.
It was the other guy, the other main villain of the game. He has the same fucking goals as you. He just wants the Legion, Bad Legion, to have their name on the project. And it's
President Eden is the only one who actually wants to go through with the plan of putting the poison in the water supply to kill off all the mutants. Once President Eden is out of the way, there's no matter who lives or who dies, this plan is going to go through. People are going to get water.
Excuse me, what?
I love Mephisto.
But yeah, there's nothing, there's no reason for you and Colonel Autumn to keep fighting after the president is dead, because you have the same fucking goal at that point.
Well, see, we made this robot, and we made it play patriotic music and throw a football. And we can't not use the robot.
I'm pretty sure you can totally not use the robot.
But we gotta show him off and have him kill all the guys for you.
Yeah, just have no influence over the ending whatsoever.
Can you believe what you see, Batman? I mean, I'm pretty sure Batman probably knows this isn't real.
Oh shit, I just ran right into it. Oh well. I'm getting impatient because I'm with my friends and making fun of bad video games, so I'm playing really poorly right now.
Oh no.
Fallout New Vegas was hampered by Gamebryo more than anything. Yes, but at the same time, it showed that you can make a good game with Gamebryo.
Yeah, if
it just takes taking it, just wrestling it out of Todd Howard's hands to make a good game with it. I'm Todd Howard, and I made this cool engine that we're going to make 2 completely awful games with. No, 3 completely awful games with it, because Fallout 4 is still Gamebryo.
Yep.
And so is the Elder Scrolls 3.
Oh, the Elder Scrolls 3?
What
okay.
should we call it?
Well, didn't people actually like Morrowind, though?
Yeah.
You mean Oblivion, or...?
No, 3 is Morrowind, 3 is Oblivion.
Oh, Morrowind.
Yeah, 3 is Morrowind, 4 is Oblivion. 4 is really bad.
Okay.
Not as bad as Skyrim, though. I will contest until the day I die, Skyrim is the worst game Bethesda has ever made. Fallout 4 is pretty close, but Skyrim takes the cake by making a game where you kill dragons to absorb their souls. Really boring. How'd you do that?
I also contest that Oblivion was also boring and also worse to play. It had worse gameplay.
But it was less boring than Skyrim somehow. I won't say that.
Oblivion was super boring.
I won't say that Oblivion is a good game by any stretch of the imagination, but I will say that it is less boring than Skyrim is.
So, how much money and where do I put it to have you play Redguard?
Nowhere, because I don't even know.
Has anyone played Redguard?
I don't think anyone's played Redguard.
Clint of Lazy Game Reviews has played Redguard.
Redguard is the Fallout tactics of the Elder Scrolls universe, and then literally no one has played it.
It's all under, well, also how they execute some of the ideas as well, because Fallout New Vegas has some gameplay stuff in it that Oblivion easily could have had, but didn't for some reason. Let's get rid of all of the goofy stuff in Fallout, which is 90% like goofy stuff, with a serious story thrown in there for shits and giggles. Let's make a villain that has. Let's make a villain that is supposed to be deep but isn't, and because like the Master was deep and he was deep, but then we made our own villain who wasn't deep. But please think he's deep, please, for the love of God.
We tried our best. We failed, but we've tried real hard.
An attempt was made.
Also, I contest these allegations that the choice of whether or not to nuke an entire town is not a nuanced story. What if there were good reasons to nuke an entire town of innocent people? Never know.
There's a cult, and they worship the bomb for some reason.
But they aren't bad. They're just weirdos. They aren't doing anything harmful. They're just weird.
And that is like the one reason I could ever think of, like the closest I can picture to a reason.
They're just weird. They're not even evil. They're not hurting anybody. They're just like, yeah, do you want to join our bomb cult? No? Okay. Cool, you do you.
Like, even if you really hate people who write survival guides, if you nuke the town, that lady survives.
Yeah.
You can't stop that.
Well, you can just shoot her in the head. That stops it.
Well, but she's got a bodyguard.
Oh, she doesn't.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
She literally has a bodyguard, so you gotta fight the bodyguard, too.
She has a bodyguard?
Yeah!
I could have sworn that she was just all by herself, and she has absolutely nobody to protect her.
I'm surprised I don't remember that, because that's of the, 20 minutes total of Fallout 3 that I actually played, was, getting to her.
Let's see.
Does that bomb cult even have anything to do with the game's themes? No! No, not really. They're just like, hey, let's drink this weird radiated water and become ghouls. And you're like, okay, well, you're weird, whatever, moving on.
God, the ghoul cult in Fallout New Vegas was even more interesting.
Well, that's because New Vegas is just, in general, a more interesting game. One that I've actually never beaten. I've beaten Fallout 3 and I have not beaten New Vegas, but New Vegas is, I can definitely say, is the way more interesting game.
Yeah. I did beat New Vegas, but I never beat open world games. I did everything else though.
Let's see.
Man.
How do I make this arrow bigger?
I saw Psych stream some of New Vegas and its DLCs, and I love those guys who uploaded their consciousness into robots, and so they're really confused by how many. Yeah, they're really confused about how many penises you have on your arms.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, those are fingers. Okay, well, what about all those penises on his feet? No, those are toes. Oh, that's weird.
So many penises.
Why does this guy have so many weird penises on his hands? No, those are his fingers, dude. Oh.
Stop waving your penises at us.
And then there's the really horny one who keeps hitting on you. Yeah, she keeps hitting on you, but like she's a robot. She's literally a brain in a jar. Like, why is she so horny? She's a brain in a jar.
And then there's a question you put on a show for her by like scratching your nose and yawning. Like that's literally a quest in the DLC.
Oh, okay. Also, I like the way that that Fallout New Vegas handles speech checks, in that it is a hard like difficulty that you just have. It's just a hard number, and if you choose it for shits and giggles, you just fail automatically. But it's funny. That's really good.
Like there's no real consequence. It's just a funny option.
It's just a funny option. You don't
instead of like having to reload constantly because you got a 50% chance if you reload a few times you'll get it eventually.
That was a cool part of Mass Effect.
Chance. That's weird. Like, it was just like a weird decision.
Yeah.
That was an actual thing they did in the first Fallout.
You can hit on your own brain, which was uploaded to the jar. Oh God, that's amazing. I didn't see that part.
I guess you're just chip out of luck? Really? Really?
Look, it's good writing.
Hey, Colin, how far did you get in Fallout 2?
Oh, I haven't streamed it since that singular stream, and I actually forget exactly what I've done in that, so I kind of have to like skim through the VOD to remember what I've done and what I haven't done.
Dang.
Yeah. So, I'll have to skim through that and then resume Fallout 2 eventually, because I want to play Fallout 2, because I think it's like it's one of those really divisive things where like you can either think it's better than the first one or worse than the first one, but it's still a really good game either way.
Yeah.
I mean, it has points out like Harley's stupid name. Your name is literally just Harlequin, dear. Right, teacher, what?
See? Stop that. Quit it. Cut it out. Naughty. Bad. Rude. Stop it. You're not getting into the gun cabinets, okay? This is not happening. Mommy and Daddy put a lock on that for a reason. You're not supposed to play. They're not toys. Alright. I hope you watched Themed Hams, but it's in Fallout New Vegas. I haven't seen that one, but also because I haven't played through the entirety of New Vegas, so I was afraid that I would be spoiled, and also that I wouldn't get some of the references. I know it's just Themed Hams, but like there's always a possibility of spoilers whenever anybody is.
I haven't watched the entire sketch, so I don't actually know the references.
Okay.
I haven't seen Steamed Hams before.
Oh, Steamed Hams is a good episode of Simpsons. Like the entire episode is good. Steamed Hams is the best part of that episode, but definitely like the rest of the episode is super good. Forget how to make this thing more so that way I can. Or is that not? Oh god, I don't remember how to do this puzzle. Ah! Oh, wait, there we are. I found it. I found where I was supposed to go for that puzzle. Okay. Don't worry, it doesn't spoil anything in New Vegas. Alright, I will watch it then. Thank you. Alright. Hey, this is a weird reference to the next game, or not the next game, but the game after next. Because I don't count Arkham Origins as one of these games because it sucks. It's really bad. I hate Arkham Origins so much. Steamed Hams, but it's Nier Automata. I haven't even started Nier Automata yet. I have not gotten to the point where I want to be destroyed emotionally enough to play Nier Automata. So I haven't played it yet. So I don't want to watch Steamed Hams, but it's Nier Automata because I wouldn't get it. My favorite, I want to say my favorite is Steamed Hams, but it's pork chop sandwiches. But in truth, my favorite is actually Steamed Hams, but it's Feel Good Inc.
Bum, 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 bum.
Steamed Hams.
Bum, 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 bum. Steamed Hams.
Aurora Borealis.
Well, Seymour, I made it. He's by your directions. Steamed Hams. Superintendent Chalmers.
Steamed clams.
Steamed Hams.
Oh, because my roast is ruined.
Steamed Hams.
I'm gonna leave.
Why? Don't you
because
like?
There's a plant China on screen.
Oh, listen. I know you're.
Old Dr. Crane is gonna poison the water supply.
There's a bat in my boot. Danger, do not enter.
Crane's dead. Scarecrow is dead as fuck.
Yes.
And we're just gonna leave
I
that
love.
poison on the
Actually, that is a reason why his face is so messed up in Arkham Knight. Is that Killer Croc didn't kill him, but he really fucked up his face.
Just gnawed on him a bit.
I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
So yeah, I think Joker just left that bag of fear toxin sitting on the ground.
Yeah. Batman just like, yeah, it's fine there, whatever.
Who would ever want a poison powerful enough to poison the water supply?
Somebody's poisoned the water
There's a crock
hole.
in my boot.
You're my favorite vigilante. I do like this part better in the remaster, but it's not because the gameplay is any better, because it's not. It's still fucking awful and boring and bad, but the lighting is way better, so you can see way better in here than you can in the original game.
Let me just draw something on the floor for no reason. Okay.
Look, he's planning ahead.
Yes. He's Batman. He's always like 8 steps ahead of everybody, which makes you wonder how Joker keeps escaping.
Look, you didn't get to step 9, which was prevent people from escape.
Having Gollopus. What even is Telltale Games when they keep hemorrhaging everybody? Like,
it's like
they don't even keep the same. Like, pretty much every single person higher up, except for like their CTO, keeps disappearing every year. And you know why? It's because they treat their people like shit.
I know you can use like the line launcher to sort of cheese this, but I've had bad experiences with the line launcher where occasionally I will not get any warning that Killer Croc is coming, so I'll line launcher straight into him and die.
Let's collect some more fecal samples from Killer Croc. You gotta make sure he doesn't have worms.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
Also, a Megalopus. Okay, is this current generation Telltale games or good generation Telltale games?
You say that like there was
Would they
ever
be
a
a good
good
fit?
generation Telltale games.
Okay, a decent generation. Playable?
Okay, playable. I will allow.
Generation Telltale game?
I mean, there was a time when people ostensibly liked Telltale games. And then there's...
Oh, yeah.
So I think nowadays
that.
it wouldn't be a good fit for Fallout. I don't think any IP would be a good fit for Telltale games nowadays.
Yeah, you can line launcher it. Also, crouching allows you to move as silently as possible, but it's still faster than just normal walking. So that's why I'm crouch walking everywhere, because it's just as silent as regular walking, but way faster. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hate this part of the game. I really fucking hate this part of the game.
Like, you don't like repeatedly, like, biffing Killer Croc in the head?
I mean, that part's good.
Yeah. What about trudging through Poop Goop?
That part's not good.
It's Goop. Made of poop.
It is goop made out of poop. Congratulations, you cracked the code.
My least favorite part about this thing is that this place is full of poo gas.
I hate poo gas. It's gritty and gets everywhere.
I mean, I just love the word poo gas because it just constantly reminds me of Freakazoid and how good a show Freakazoid is.
Be my Valentine, Batman. Ha ha ha. It's a good thing Batman doesn't have a line launcher.
Wait, shit. Oh, damn it.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, shit. I mean, piss.
I mean, poo gas.
I mean, this is just the lamest fucking boss fight in the entire history of video games.
This is a boss fight?
This is technically a boss. This is technically a boss fight. It's their stealth boss fight of the game because you have to like be sneaky, but when you get caught, you also have to like react to it.
Like the end.
Boss, and I guess they didn't before they figured out how to make good stealth bosses.
Yeah.
That would take
my favorite thing about the DLC for Arkham Origins is that they just wholesale repeat the Mr. Freeze boss fight in the DLC because they know it's the best boss fight in the entire series, so they just repeat it.
God, Mr. Freeze boss fight was so good.
It's so good. I'm going to have to do that fight like 8 times just to show off all of the ways you can hurt Mr. Freeze. Because I want to show them all off.
I was going to say catch right. Which Arkham?
Yeah, Arkham Asylum doesn't have any good bosses. All of the bosses in Arkham Asylum suck.
All the bosses, which is Buff Clown.
Oh shit! I love.
There's Bane. There was Bane. Bane, which is just a variation of Buff Clown.
Another form of Buff Clown.
There's there's Buff Ivy.
Yeah, Buff Ivy. She sucks though. Like she's
Oh no.
she's the second worst boss fight in
Buff
this
Croc.
game because
But Croc is just a buff dude.
Technically, I think the Scarecrow segments are supposed to be boss fights, but I don't really know.
That's true.
I wouldn't really count them as boss fights. I just count them as like stealth sections with cool like gimmicks to them.
That's true too. Killer Croc is unassistedly hunky.
Wait a minute. Oh, that took me a bit. I thought you meant hungy.
He's also very hunky.
He hungy.
He's a hunky boy.
No. Oh! That's his superpower. He's just very hangry.
Oh. And occasionally.
As opposed to mine. Oh, that's mine. Being hungry is my superpower.
Hungry.
Look, I invented the concept of being hungry.
Platforms.
Oh shit, it's another Crash Bandicoot session.
Yeah. This is the Crash Bandicoot section.
The moral of Arkham Asylum: always skip leg day and arm day
and chest day.
Just skip all the days.
Skip every day.
Wow. So I must be just incredibly good.
I've never played any of the. I've never really played any of the Resident Evil games. Are they like I know Nemesis is in the third game, but like is he a big thing? Does he like hunt you for the entire game? Can you kill Nemesis?
Which one?
3.
3. Yes. Well, you can kill him temporarily.
Oh, okay.
And basically, like, whenever he shows up, he'll chase you through an area, and if you kill him, then he won't chase you through that area anymore until the next time he spawns, which is going to be, like, either the next area or a few areas later.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually incentive to do that because it'll also get you really good items.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of like an alternate path.
I think the sewer in Arkham Island is just like something that was built way before the Asylum was even built.
I don't think it was built before the
else.
Asylum, but like it hasn't been updated in years, so it's like super old and dilapidated and everything.
Also, it might be inhabited by an elder god.
Yeah, it might
depending on the writer.
Okay, look, Killer Croc tries his best. He's a big sad boy. He tries real hard. He tries his best, and we have to commend him for that. He gets a star in my book. So, Colin attempting to go into that waterfall.
It wasn't me attempting to go into the waterfall. It was just me trying to climb up and then realizing, oh wait, that's right, it's slippery. I can't climb up that. That's slippery.
It's too slippy.
Too slippery.
Oh, Batman's too slippy.
Rock.
Whoa! Get a load of this! It's too slippy.
Batman, it's me, Oracle. It's too slippy.
Enemy shield analyzed, Batman.
I've been watching through.
Slippy too.
I've been watching through Chorps Away's date night, and it got to a section where it's just like, oh, there's a baby. It's like a particularly moe baby, and they put on like an oh whoa voice, both of them.
It's a moe baby? Is it an intriguingly moe baby?
Yes. It actually is.
I love Intriguingly Moe because it's the stupidest thing anybody has ever said on something awful. I will say this until the day I die, that Intriguingly Moe is the worst post on something awful.
Holy heck, Intriguingly.moe still exists. I forgot that Intriguingly.moe existed, but I'm so happy it still does.
I don't even know what is Intriguingly.moe like a website that leads to that thread?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Good.
The Ultra Bad Claw. I mean,
Oracle. Oh no, my claim.
Ultra Bad Claw.
Robin, fetch me my Ultra Bad Claw.
Power up.
Robin.
What? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
You'll see.
I'm in your face.
Yeah.
Video games.
Oh, okay. So, it was the Danganronpa thread, which basically got a bunch of Tumblr lords.
Yeah. And that wasn't that like the main reason why there was a paywall on LP for a while.
For a while, yes. It was basically, hey, Tumblr, I know you're making a lot of fan art, but could you please pay for this free content?
I am the tarp.
Yeah, that's what I was ing about for a while.
Wow, there's a lot of lag.
Yeah. You might want to try refreshing just to see if that fixes.
I have a few times, and the lag doesn't seem to get better, unfortunately.
Hey, baby, are you sitting on the F key? Because your ass is refreshing.
I'm currently getting 16 seconds of latency.
Okay, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah. It's very good for a while. Like, for a while, Twitch was having, like, very little latency. I don't know why.
Trying to remember, like, where the secret thing is in the... I think it's up in this hole.
I distinctly remember ignoring that Let's Play.
I distinctly remember. Yeah, I distinctly remember like not caring at all about the Danganronpa LP.
I remember trying to read it and being just flabbergasted by the incredibly bad atmosphere. But just like, I read the phrase super high school level 5 times, and then I just needed to barf a bit.
That was a great that was an interesting translation. I mean, I guess it was... I guess it was accurate.
I guess it was accurate.
Didn't they change one of the puzzles because it was like all about Japanese culture and how that and knowing Japanese culture to solve it? Didn't they change it for the LP so that way it was completely different and actually good for Americans?
I think so, yeah. I think like Oren Warren is genuinely a pretty good translator. Like I actually remember that like super high school level is, if I remember correctly, like this is like hearing stuff third hand from like Slowbeef talking and then complaining about it, is that like in the original translation, super high school level was just super duper. So it was like super duper baseball player.
You know what? That is a better translation, and it's also much more endearing.
Yeah.
Super duper.
It's super duper.
I love super duper.
I'm super duper.
I'm super de-duper.
However, I'm super duper baseball player. Oh, 2 sports.
Hello.
Hello, I'm super duper baseball player.
Whoa, what's this? Super duper baseball player.
Hello.
Oh, wow, that boat is super duper.
No, stop.
Notices a body. Oh, what?
No, we were just talking about that. Oh my god, the lag must be.
Oh my god, why why does Killer Croc have huge croissants around his arms? It's just two big green croissants on his shoulders.
Croissant.
Croissant. Pamplemousse. Fromage.
Oh, it was a fan translation that's named them Super Duper.
Are you sure?
Oh, that's what someone in the chat is saying. I was probably misremembering that.
Super duper 1%er.
I really couldn't bring myself.
That's worse. I just want super duper.
Super duper.
Yeah, super duper.
I'm super duper occupier. I'm protesting super duper 1%er.
In my fan fiction, super duper 1%er and super duper protester get gay married.
Oh. Sorry, I was imagining it.
I actually don't know
too
who
much.
1%er is, and I don't know any of these characters because I have literally never seen anything from Danganronpa aside from a couple of the execution scenes, which my sibling kept showing me, and I was like, I don't really care about any of this, so I'm sorry. I know you like it a lot, and it's great that you like it, but I could not care less.
But this time it's full of Titan.
I still think that super duper 1%er is better than fucking super high school
level air, which I think it was called in the game. Which air is a weird idea that doesn't really translate all that well to the US. Like the idea of being an heir of a company.
According to the plans I have on file, there are 3 control rooms. The first is
Secret though. They always miss, I think.
Ah, you got spored.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Come here, Batman. Let me show you my beautiful spores.
I'm Will Wright, and welcome to Beautiful Spores. Why don't you play with me, beautiful spores there, Batman?
Come, Batman, let me seduce you with
it's
my
time
body.
for me to go eat, so I guess that means it's the end of the stream.
Oh, wow.
Time to eat.
Alright, I'll see you all later.
For Coco to take a dent.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.